Days of Our Lives 16th, forgive our mistakes in the world of Days of Our Lives. Some moments of tension and healing collide this Monday, June 16th, 2025, in a way that could change lives forever. For viewers, it's not just about the drama of the moment but the characters' deep personal journeys. Philip's awakening, confronting his assailant. A dramatic moment unfolds as Philip Kyriakis wakes up from a coma, his senses gradually returning. The sterile white walls of the hospital room greet him, and he slowly becomes aware of the voices and footsteps around him. But there's one person who's been an undeniable part of his pain, and that person is walking toward him. It's none other than Xander Kyriakis, his half-brother. But this is no ordinary hospital visit. Philip knows exactly who is coming, and the tension is palpable. As Xander enters the room, there's a mixture of anger, confusion, and disbelief swirling in Philip's mind. Philip recalls the horrific events that led to his current condition. It was Xander, in a moment of intense emotion, who savagely beat him to the point of a coma. The memories flood back like a nightmare, and it's hard for Philip to shake off the raw anger that rises within him. But here's where it gets complicated. Philip also understands why Xander did it. Xander's actions were driven by deep emotions that stemmed from jealousy, hurt, and a lifetime of rivalry between the two. It wasn't just an impulsive act of violence. It was a culmination of years of frustration and resentment. For Philip, that makes things even more complicated. Yes, Xander hurt him, but what if there's more to this story than meets the eye? As Xander stands before him, there's a moment where Philip has to ask himself whether holding on to that rage is the right thing to do. Should he seek revenge? Should he demand justice for the brutal beating? Or is there a way to resolve the conflict in a more meaningful way that doesn't perpetuate the cycle of anger and pain? This moment is not just about retribution. It's about the power of forgiveness. In many ways, Days of Our Lives often highlights the idea that the greatest strength lies not in taking vengeance but in understanding and reconciliation. Philip, despite the scars, may find himself in a position where he has to choose between justice and healing. Could forgiving his brother, understanding the deep-rooted pain that led to his violent actions, be the answer? It's a tough decision and one that will likely change the trajectory of their relationship. Steve's 40th anniversary, a trip down memory lane. As the episode unfolds, viewers are also treated to a heartwarming celebration of a true Salem icon, Steve "Patch" Johnson. June 16th marks the 40th anniversary of actor Stephen Nichols portraying the beloved character, and this episode brings us a special celebration of Patch's journey through Salem. Patch, with his trademark eye patch, has been a fixture in Salem for decades. He's been a tough, no-nonsense guy who fought hard for love, family, and justice. Over the years, we've seen Steve evolve from a hardened thug to a beloved family man, husband to Kayla, father to a brood of children, and even a hero. His relationship with John Black has been especially significant. Together they formed the duo known as Black Patch, which has brought so much drama and intrigue to the show. This milestone episode isn't just a nostalgic look back, but also a way for Steve's family to honor his legacy. His family, including his wife Kayla and their children, are throwing a party in his honor. However, the celebration takes an emotional turn as Steve finds himself reflecting on the past, the ups and downs of his life, and the family that has helped shape who he is today. The episode takes us on a trip down memory lane, reminding us of the many adventures, heartaches, and triumphs Steve has experienced. For longtime fans, this is a rare treat, a tribute to a character who has been an anchor in the ever-shifting world of Salem. As the party progresses, there will be moments of joy, but also moments of sorrow, as Steve is forced to reckon with the fact that time, though it can heal, also brings inevitable change. Jennifer and Jack's emotional return adding to the emotional weight of the episode. Jennifer and Jack Devereaux return to Salem for a memorial service for John Black. The loss of John, a longtime friend and ally, hits everyone hard, especially Jennifer and Jack, who are grieving the loss of their own beloved daughter, Abigail. The return to Salem is bittersweet for the couple. While they're here to honor John, The visit only intensifies their sorrow as they are reminded of Abigail's absence. As they gather to pay their respects, they meet Kat, a woman whose presence seems to trigger deep memories of Abigail, stirring up old feelings of loss and heartache. Kat's connection to their daughter is poignant, and it brings back a flood of emotions for Jennifer and Jack. The weight of grief can sometimes be overwhelming, and for Jennifer and Jack, it's a stark reminder of the hole left in their lives after Abigail's untimely death. However, in the midst of this sadness, Jennifer has planned a special surprise for Jack, a gesture meant to remind him of the love they still share. It's a moment of light in the darkness, and it's clear that Jennifer is doing her best to help both herself and Jack find some semblance of peace and healing. While they may never fully recover from the loss of Abigail, the support of each other and their family might just be the balm they need to start moving forward. Alex, Stephanie, and the mystery of the missing manuscript. In another corner of Salem, we see Alex giving Stephanie a rather unassuming task, delivering her manuscript to Kate. But as simple as this request might sound, it sets off a series of unfortunate events. When Kate receives the manuscript, she reacts with unbridled frustration. Her fury is palpable as she flips through the pages, and her anger quickly escalates. Alex, caught off guard by Kate's explosive reaction, begins to panic. However, amidst the chaos, Stephanie remains cool and collected, handling the situation with remarkable calmness. This scenario raises an interesting question. Could the manuscript contain something far more significant than just words on a page? Perhaps it holds secrets, reveals hidden truths, or even exposes deeply personal matters that could shake things up in Salem. While it may seem like a simple mistake or misunderstanding, this incident could spiral into something much bigger, with consequences that ripple throughout the community. In a modern twist, it seems Stephanie had the foresight to back up her manuscript. After all, in this digital age, even the most traditional of tasks can have a technological edge. As she watches the drama unfold, she knows that a simple backup copy could save the day. But the real question is, what exactly does Kate find so offensive about the manuscript, and what will the fallout be? As we approach June 16, 2025, Days of Our Lives is setting up an episode filled with raw emotions, difficult choices, and the kind of heart-wrenching drama that only this long-running soap can deliver. From the complex relationships between family members to the deep personal journeys each character is undergoing, this is an episode you won't want to miss.